Many types of sugars are available these days in the market, and what we are seeing in this picture is just some of the most commonly used forms. Apart from these, there is coconut sugar or coconut palm sugar, xylitol, erythritol, stevia, and natural ones like honey, maple syrup, and many more. Let's look at some of the common ones in the order of what comes next after the pure sugarcane juice. Jaggery, made in traditional way, is the least refined form and retains the molasses and the nutrients. Then Sucanat or sugarcane natural tastes and smells exactly like jaggery and is made in a different way compared to how jaggery is made. The dark or light brown sugar, which technically should retain some amount of molasses, but most brown sugar we buy is refined sugar mixed with molasses. Turbinado or raw sugar, which is supposed to be less processed and contain some molasses which gives it the light brown color. The regular sugar, which is processed but not bleached. And lastly, refined sugar, which is heavily processed and bleached to give it the white color. Let's see a simple way to test these and see how processed or natural they are as their label says. I'm pouring some water into a bowl. Let's first test turbinado sugar, which is most commonly used. I take some into a spoon and pour it into a tea strainer. And as I try to dissolve it in the water, all the molasses starts to separate from the crystals and only white sugar is left. See that? Let's do the dark brown sugar now. I cleaned up the bowl, adding some more water. Take some dark brown sugar into the strainer. And repeat the same thing we did with the other one. Trying to dissolve it now. Most of the molasses is coming off of the crystals. The crystals are not completely dissolved, but the coating came off. Let's check the unbleached sugar. It may not be clear in the video, but when I tested this earlier, I did not notice any difference at all from the undissolved sugar to this one. Now the less processed ones, let's see the Sucanat first. Since these are less processed and the molasses is not separated, it should retain its natural brown color. We see the water becoming brown, but the crystals will still hold the color. Look at that. And the same should happen with jaggery powder and the cube. Just a little bit more. See that? It's still brown. I've broken a jaggery cube here. Let's test this one. I'm going to add a piece of that to the water and let it soften up a little bit and try to dissolve it. Now let me break that a little bit. This won't dissolve as quickly as the crystals or the powder, but we should still be able to see the color once it's dissolved a little bit. I hope this simple test will help you pick the right sugar for your daily use. And thank you so much for watching.